Good morning from the Harold Jaffe Jeweler Studios and welcome to Love My 419. I am Andre Savage. Oh yes, and this is the lovely Sandy Eisenberg.
Hello.
Down there on the end is the dashing, swashbuckling about town man himself, Steve Reed.
One of my dark
Mr.
hands.
Yenta.
Swashbuckling.
Yeah.
Mr. Yentai.
It's been 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah.
We've been
Yes.
gone. We're sorry, Northwest Ohio. We were off last week. We didn't warn you. That's because we didn't get a warning.
I was tired. T-I-R-E-D.
Yeah, we did.
Tired.
Yeah, we took off the time anyway. We didn't shoot a show last week, and it kind of came impromptu.
Tired.
So, with that, but we're back. We thank you for loving us the entire time, writing the letters,
Well,
Yes.
mostly loving it.
even being mean. Some of you were very
Hey,
mean
it's
on the
okay to
Facebook
be
page.
mean. It's a free country.
It's
That's
all
right.
good. So we'll talk about that. We got some stuff, Sandy. I got a guy who's not pleased with you
Well-
at all.
That's okay. It's a free country.
He's not with it.
I'll swashbuckle him.
Do you know what a swashbuckle is?
We must hurry along, people. Thank you for joining us. What's happening on the show today, you're wondering? Well, we're going to go back over this last 2 weeks really quickly, though. We got Marcy Captain.
We got a special guest coming today.
That too. Marcy Captain took forever to be honored. I thought that was crazy. But key to the city last week. And as
Huge.
Sandy mentioned, our guest today, the Honorable Fire Chief himself, Mr. Louis Santiago, will be at the table. So you like that. He's retiring, getting out of Dodge. Can't blame him. Him, Jerry Anderson, everybody's doing it, Sandy.
Getting out.
Yes,
Getting the
they
hell
are.
off the scene.
Packing bags.
And you know who else got off the scene, Ohio? 216 to the 213, Mr. LBJ, LeBron James. I know you like that.
Yeah.
I
I love
newest Laker
LeBron.
fan. Boom. Yes,
I love
indeed.
LeBron.
Yeah, that happened.
Yes.
All that happened. Kids got rescued from a cave. George Clooney got hit. Oh boy, a lot going on. Drake broke records. This will be an interesting show. I don't know if we can get it all in, but I tried right there. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. This is Love My 419.
Love My 419 is brought to you by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Without them, there is no Love My 419. And without Love My 419, how would you know about all the wonderful people, places, businesses and things that make up the 419? So stop into Harold Jaffe Jewelers anytime, Monday through Saturday, and let them know how much you appreciate them for bringing you the quality television like Love My 419. They're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for watching Love My 419.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry I can't be here with you in person, but we have been very, very busy running our Christmas in July sale at the store. And it's over now officially, but I am offering to you, our viewers, the ability to extend it. If you want to come into the store, and we will give you some of the best prices you've ever seen. Lots of good deals, lots of cool stuff. And all you have to say is, I love my 419. Hope to see you soon.
Love My 419. Brought to you in part by Powell's Beauty Supply, servicing Toledo for over 30 years. Also brought to you by The Butler, Master Barber, changing lives one haircut at a time. Find him inside the Operations Barbershop, 1824 North Reynolds Road. Coming up, more Love My 419.
I guess so. That would be that. But again, there he is. Oh! It's the Chief. Boy, how you can't get
I
this.
get to kiss him.
Oh my goodness, it's getting weird.
Wow,
People-
here we go.
Chief Santiago in the building. Oh man, welcome, Chief.
Oh, hey. Sidebar.
Nice to see you.
Nice to be seen.
I need to close this door.
You can't fade him cause he's already faded. Can't make him cause he's already made it. You can't hate him cause they already hate it. Better fall in line or witness of God's greatness. You can't fade him cause he's already faded. You can't make him cause he's already made it. You can't hate him cause they already hate it. Better fall in line or witness of God's greatness. This for the critics who exalt themselves. So out of line they can't draw themselves. Trying to trace me, dog, like they mean themselves. Tell them.
Welcome back in 419. Thank you so much for joining us, Northwest Ohio, and our good friends in Southeast Michigan. I will introduce our esteemed guests here in a moment. But before that, we do have the lovely Sandy Eisenberg, and this is Steve Remy. Steve Remy.
Why can't
gotta
I
make
be
some money.
lovely?
You're lovely.
I don't want to say that, Steve. That's not what I want to do. If you want to be referred to as lovely, Sandy's going to have to do it. Or it's
You
going to
can
be a
be
Nick
I
show.
think you're lovely.
Okay, well, there's that.
There you go. We get that when Nick's here.
I'll
Right.
take it steamed over lovely.
I can
all
see
the
it's
time.
going to be tough to even get
Yeah.
words in.
It always is with me anyway.
Well, something else that's lovely.
Yes.
Rachel Michaels popcorn. Really, really good. And you got a big
Yummy.
deal. If you mention you
Love
love
my
my 419,
419,
you can get a free bag. Free bag. And she's also selling Toff's ice cream.
Yes.
Makes for a nice Sunday afternoon with popcorn, little ice cream with the kids.
A little wine, a little vodka.
Well, yeah. I'm sure she could hook you up, so.
And speaking of lovely, though, she is that too. It's not just the popcorn. Sorry, just want
She really
to
is.
stress that.
She is. Yes.
But to the business at hand, people, as we're heating things up, setting fires here in the studio.
Whoosh.
Here is our guest. 34 years he's been the man on the scene here in Toledo for the fire department. He is none other than Mr. Louis Santiago. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here,
for having
Chief.
me.
Thank
We
you
love
so
him.
much. And Chief, before we get going here, I need to know, why is Sandy so fond of you? Because all I've been hearing about, as soon as I let her know you were going to be on the program, it was just...
She blushed. She
It was
flushed.
crazy. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen me
it's
blush?
Not
Come
like
on.
that. When
Oh.
he told you.
It's just madness.
It's an answer to that question. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I'm not sure why she would be that way. But I will tell you this. I've seen her quite a bit over the years, whether it's supporting our memorial service every
Always.
year and other events that we've had. She's been a big fan of the fire department, and I think she's been a big fan of me, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you a lot.
Well,
And
yes,
I
sir.
appreciate the men and women of Toledo Fire.
I was just going to reiterate that, but thank you so much for your service, sir. I mean, so with that, obviously, you've been in the news quite a bit lately. You've had a big announcement. You're calling it a career here very soon. And one thing I do need to know, sir, first of all, I don't know how it got by me, but you are an alum of the Defiance College. So this makes us brethren in another aspect besides just being citizens of Lucas County and all of that. And again, athletic endeavors in the city and all of that, former St. Francis football coach, but again,
Wow.
alum of the Defiance College, sir. I'm excited to know
Well,
this.
I went there. I went there for a very brief time because my life journey just took me in a direction where I got in the fire department pretty early. So, graduating high school, went to Defiance College. Then the following year, I came in the fire department. So, sometimes you can't always plan your windows of opportunity.
That is true. That's
So when
very
windows
true.
open, you really
You
got
have
to
to take it,
evaluate.
right.
That's
where
very
you're going
true.
through or not.
And jump right through. So obviously, jumping right through to obviously an illustrious career. Many different highs and lows as with anyone's professional tenure. But why now, Chief? The retirement. Why at this point?
It is a good time right now. I'm leaving, I think, the department in good shape. When I turn over the keys to this car, I think it's going to be a car that runs well and is in good shape. So for the next person who comes in behind me, I think I've left it in pretty good shape. And when I first came into the job of chief in 2011, I got a pretty good department then. But it was always my desire and wish that I want to leave it better than when I got it.
Can I say it's safe to say that would be the legacy that you wanted to leave?
Well, as far as legacies, I don't know if that's my place to come in there. Legacies are formulated a lot of different ways by a lot of different people. The only thing I really wanted to try to do is do a good job every day and keep in focus when doing my good job our men and women who do that job and the people we serve, which is the citizens.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
two good friends of mine, when I had mentioned, via social media that you were coming, Dustin Armatron
Oh, yes.
and Jamie Thompson.
Yes.
They said, outstanding, sorry to see him leave. So you left a huge impression on the two of them.
Oh.
And they're great, great friends of mine. So
Yeah.
they speak of you
Two good
highly.
people.
Very good people, very good people. So anything you're leaving you could think of, any regrets, so to speak, things that you would left on the table now that you're leaving?
Well, I don't know if I would categorize them as leaving on the table, but
Yeah.
certainly the thing that I really struggle with the most is the loss of our two firefighters.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they were two great guys,
Yeah.
loved by our department,
Yeah.
and they died loving what they were doing, and they were good
Yeah.
at what they did.
Right.
It's unfortunate how it came about. It became a more complex issue because it was intentionally set and went to trial. So the normal process of somebody processing all that was on delay because I think that was like a 3-year court proceeding.
Yeah.
And, you know, when somebody suffers a loss in their life, there's a process.
Right.
But normally that process gets started right away.
Right.
And this process could not get started right away.
Right.
I can tell you today, compared to before that fire, we have a better understanding of the science of fire and how things progress, evolve, develop. And so from that standpoint, we're better at our craft.
There you go.
And she allow us to be better at our craft. Can you hang around one more segment with us? We're going to see if you are a student of the game. We're going to talk a little local stuff after this.
All right.
Hot stuff in the 419 when we come
You
back.
can talk more now because you're going to be gone.
Chief Louis Santiago here with us. Sandy trying to lure him into some sort of political mishap. We'll be right back, everybody.
Love My 419, brought to you in part by Amy's Cleaning Service, the Wonder Woman of cleaning. Feature your business now on Love My 419. Now back to Love My 419 on NBC 24.
Welcome back, Northwest Ohio. This is Love My 419. I am Andre Savage. This is our esteemed guest, still with us, Chief Louis Santiago here, and thank you again for stopping by today,
Thank
Chief.
you for having me.
We appreciate that. Getting up on Sunday morning is kind of heavy.
Oh,
So we continue on, people. Thank you for being with us. But Chiefs is staying around and hanging around and talk a little local heat. That should be like Rex. That's
Is that fireman fun there? Heat.
Yeah, I'm all over,
Oh,
Steve.
I
I'm
like
on. Dare I say I'm on fire today?
It's smoldering.
Yeah, I'm killing. Okay, hot stuff in the 419, people.
I mean, really.
So, Chief, I know you have some thoughts on some things. Now, here's the thing.
But he's not. But he can say them now. 'cause
Yeah, you
he's
can say
going.
whatever now. They can't really penalize you, you know, the way they would about a year or two ago if you said some of these things.
is that the only reason you
Right,
answer whether you're going to get in trouble or not? We try to do things.
That's what you got to
because
worry
it's right
about
or wrong.
today. Yeah, and they don't even care about that anymore, right or wrong. They just want to hear something interesting. So, with that, sir, the 419 streets, the fix agenda, okay, is apparently over budget to the tune of 2.3 million or almost 2.4 million. So, do you think that they should accommodate in this situation? The contractors would have you, the gentleman in charge of making this happen, say, hey, I need some more money. This was budgeted before certain changes took place, and the tag is a little higher now.
So you're asking me if the contractor should take the onus of this
Well, I would
issue.
tell you, I didn't want to say mine. If I'm on council, I'm not handing that money over because you should have thought about or some of these provisions ahead of time, knowing that there may
What,
be.
you thought that that asphalt and cement would not go up 10, 20,
That's
30%?
why it's called a budget.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what did we have before when we put the budget in previously? Though when we requested the
Well,
money.
I'll give you one. Why do they have to wait so long to set these contracts, and why not do them all at one time? Because they know the asphalt plant's closed in November. And they're saying that it's too late. I give them the money. Fix the streets. Don't those councilmen get tired of people complaining about the streets, the sinkholes, the collapsing curbs, everything else in the city of Toledo? Downtown, they've done the streets. They look fabulous.
They
So
do.
do the neighborhood streets.
I'm just
Pay
saying,
for
Sandy,
it.
but again, you asked for a certain amount of money.
Put
But you
up
turn around
or
and you want
no,
more money.
put up or
Well,
do the streets.
as far as the contractors, they have a business to run.
That's
And
right.
sometimes they come across things they don't expect. And
Right.
They have to
True
advise the
indeed.
client,
True.
which is the city at this time, you know, here's your choices. This is what we run up against, whether it's an increase in material
Right.
or whether it's a problem that they've discovered when you're excavating things. You know, things happen. But the other hand, City of Toledo is a business too, and they've got to run things a certain way, financially prudent, so to speak. I mean, we're all stewards of the taxpayers' money. So each side just has to kind of advocate for their position and let the chips fall where they may.
Well done.
Oh.
The man
Oh
is
my
leaving the
God,
political
he
position, but
sounds
yet
like
he's
a
still smooth. Right? It was still
politician.
smooth. Beautiful.
That was
Beautiful,
Very
yes.
smooth.
Yeah, so we'll see
good.
what happens there, but the council will
Politician.
check on it.
I
Last
see
talk.
I see him running for public office.
I see it.
Well, you have the wrong channel. You're tuned into the wrong channel, which that's not going to happen.
So their council does say that we'll check on it. They want to review it and say we'll look at it.
Well,
so
they
it's
will.
possible.
They
So
will.
here's one though that's ongoing, and we all can feel this one. Several years of this. It's algae time.
Oh, you can
everybody.
taste it, too.
It's that time of year. So here we are with this now. Chief, I mean, what is the perspective? It's someone in your office, obviously, you're not necessarily in that discussion, but again, a lot of your colleagues, constituents, they are. Where are we going here, though? What is the light at the end of the tunnel?
Here's the thing about the water. You certainly have the problem itself and how it develops.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have the problem and it actually happens, that's where we do get involved. As far as the one that happened a few years ago under Mayor Collins, actually the fire department ran that whole incident with the help of many partners from the government and other fire departments, other agencies. But the reason the fire department was really organizing that thing is because the fire department has a good foundation and a good system in place.
Okay.
Because we're used to running large incidents. There's no
Right.
other faction that really does. But was it an emergency at the time? No, it was a big inconvenience, but it wasn't an emergency.
Okay.
When it comes right down to it, it was more of a business issue, a logistics issue. It was, you have a product, which is the water,
Right.
and we need to distribute that water based on supply and demand.
Right.
So, given the problem, if FedEx or UPS was available, they could have done just as good a job as we did, because it was really, had many business principles involved in the issue. So the fact that people weren't getting killed, weren't getting hurt,
Right.
weren't getting sick, it wasn't such the emergency. But it was a wide problem that
Right.
needed to be managed. So that's how
Right.
we became involved in that.
Yeah.
But as far as avoiding that happening in the first place,
Right.
it's my understanding that there's powers greater than us that are kind
Yeah.
of going like this, whether it's the Department of Agriculture or the environmental people that are in disagreement on how
Climate
this should be.
control, the
Yeah.
heat. The heat came longer and earlier, and that's what they're saying is why this algae has developed so much quicker than the last time.
But I know our water department's doing a
Yeah,
great
they're
job.
really working hard at
Great
it.
job managing it.
Yeah, and listen, it's a tough issue. You got everybody complaining about it.
Yeah.
You know,
The thing that's the most important with a problem like that is communication.
Yeah.
So you have to keep the citizens up to date
right?
on
Very true.
on what's going on, and that kind of tampers things down about
Yep.
speculation and rumors and things of that nature.
And real quick, Patrick, rolling us up out of here. Two quick things, though, to mention. Like I said, we've been out for 2 weeks here, Chief. And so last week, Marcy Captor honored City Council, key to the city.
Well, I'm very honored that every single member of Toledo City Council, its president, Matt Cherry, the mayor, Mayor Kapsikevich, all of my dear friends on City Council would go to all this effort and dedicate so much of this meeting during the July 4th period, our Independence Day week, to this great honor.
Now, is that overdue or what? Is that just me? No, I
No, it is
understand I'm
way
the baby
overdue.
of the bunch here at the table.
Yeah,
but I'm
well,
just
be
saying.
careful with that, Sonny.
But I'm overdue. My lifetime, Marcy Captor in office,
She's
busy.
the oldest serving, she served the longest as a woman in the House. The longest serving woman in the House of Representatives.
Yes.
And
the
I think
country's
it's
history.
great, yeah. And I think that it's great that Wade is giving her the key to the city. I think it's wonderful. Probably should have been done 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just a lifetime ago. And real quick on the way out of here, 419 mentioned our good friend out of Finley, Mr. Jerry Snodgrass. He's well known in Columbus because he's been running a lot of things at the HSAA. He will be a executive director now. His tenure begins.
Oh, wonderful.
So we want to announce that. We're excited about that. That happened last week as well. So hats off to Mr. Snodgrass.
You want to talk about police and fire cars?
Am I?
Don't we? Do we?
Why?
Well, they want to buy new fire and police cars.
You don't need to go there, son.
No.
You always disruptive. Disruptive, people. We have more show. We can't do it all. Chief, thank you so much
I'm
for
watching
being
you
with
too,
us.
like I'm at Wimbledon. But
Chief, thank you so much
You're very
for
welcome.
being here and joining us and taking time. We hope you'll come back. We know it's it may not be as much fun to be under all the duress of the city's ails, so to speak. But again,
We'd love to have you come back.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the invite and look forward to it.
All right. See little Santiago, everybody. Sandy Eisenberg, resident maven. Steve Reed. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry I can't be here with you in person, but we have been very, very busy running our Christmas in July sale at the store. And it's over now, officially, but I am offering to you, our viewers, the ability to extend it. If you want to come into the store, and we will give you some of the best prices you've ever seen. Lots of good deals, lots of cool stuff. And all you have to say is, I love my 419. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back, 419, to Love My 419. I'm Andre Savage, Sandy Eisenberg, Steve Reed. We thank you for staying with us all morning long. It's been a festive moment, as it always is.
Always festive.
So, Steve, before we move on, though, sir, we do have to continue to make the money. And some people do need cars. It's summertime, their car cuts off, it overheats. What happens? It's time to call Adam.
Block breaks.
Well, it did not happen for a local citizen, Tammy of Napoleon. Watches the show, loves the show, went out to Al's, checked out some cars, bought a car. She said it was the best car buying experience she's had in years. Personable. They showed her a lot of what she was looking for. It was the right price, and she said on top of it, getting the 60-day warranty, she felt comfortable with it.
As soon as she got the warranty.
So it
really happened.
So
it's
that's
real.
great.
Yeah. So
Tammy
yeah.
from Napoleon.
Way to go, Tammy from Napoleon. Thank you. And hello to everyone in Napoleon. And Delta and Brian. And all, to where?
Texas.
Tenora. I'm forgetting everybody.
Texas,
Wasion.
Ohio,
Wasion, absolutely.
Liberty Center,
Boom. There it is. Striker.
Poughkeepsie.
Well, Striker's kind of like a link to Toledo.
Poughkeepsie.
We got like a pipeline
Poughkeepsie.
going.
That too.
So hello to all our friends in the 419, if we forgot anyone. Paulding County, all of that. We love everybody.
Yes.
Speaking of which, let's switch it though.
All right. What do you
Because
want
you
to
know
talk
we
about?
have to look at the United States every now and again. And this
Yes.
has been an interesting 2 weeks to say
It
the least. So where do I start? First of all, let me go back to the kids. Soccer team coach, Cave Rescue, pulled it off. Real life drama.
We lost one SEAL.
One Navy SEAL.
One
Yeah.
Navy SEAL.
One Navy
Their
SEAL.
Navy SEAL, not
Yes,
our Navy
yes.
SEAL. But still a Navy SEAL trying to save all those kids and that coach.
Right.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, as a highly trained Navy SEAL
It was a tough.
couldn't make it.
How
I mean,
deep that
how
situation was.
the
Yeah.
It was a
situation
tough
was.
operation, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
scary.
but the outcome was great. The
goodness.
kids are all recuperating right now. I think only
Yes,
2
amen to
kids
that.
had upper respiratory
Right.
issues going on, but I cannot wait till we start to see footage of the reunion between the kids and their family.
You're right.
So
And,
that's
and
gonna
that
be
actually
cool.
did. They actually had some of that. Maybe we'll actually show you some of that. But again, some of the parents again
Yeah.
coming to see the children at the hospital and all of that. Can you just
Yeah.
imagine?
Can you imagine?
What these parents have gone?
Oh,
Can you imagine what we might go through though with these tariffs though?
Right.
That the
Yes.
president has slapped the Chinese with last week, and you know that would get on
Okay.
NATO a little bit here. But again, president busy around.
Right.
oh yeah.
My top, made in China. My pants, made in China. At a lovely, lovely store in Toledo.
Yeah.
My favorite TJ Maxx. And I can tell you, next year, if I buy an
Oh, it'll be
outfit
costly. Yes.
similar next year,
Right.
it's going to cost me a heck of a lot more.
And well, his point is stop doing things not in the United States though.
Right.
I'm surprised you don't like. I don't know. I sense you might not like this. We might feel favorable about this 419. Some of us, because this is business stuff.
Right.
You know,
Let's stop
I-
making things outside the U.S.
Right.
We're taxing.
Right.
And he said that though, Sandy. He told you that.
Right.
He's
during
such
the
a jerk,
campaign,
though.
though.
But
I
did
know,
I-
but see,
did I
okay,
listen
now it's
to-
about jerk.
did I-
Businessmen
he is
are
a
jerks.
jerk.
I'm a jerk.
Right.
I'm a businessman. I'm a jerk.
I don't care.
Ask anybody.
I think that's wonderful.
Right.
And if I could find more clothes made in America, I would buy more clothes made in America.
Hey, my vodka made in Texas. My whiskey and bourbon made in Kentucky. So I'm good so far.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
that it will lead to, now again, it will be costly at first, people know that. There's going to be some changes. Some of the things you're buying, I know it affects the soybean market, for instance. A lot of things will happen right away. But long term, President says, hey, do business America, stay America.
Right?
MAGA.
I can't.
Hashtag MAGA. Let's move on.
Yep.
But we got to break, people. Real quick, touch on the nation. We're not here for that. Got to keep it local, Steve. So we got to break. Patrick rushing us out of here. We thank you for joining us. Hey, this is Love My 419. And we love what's happening too, people. She doesn't love it. President Trump, do what you do, man. Keep doing what you do. Get the money,
because
President Trump.
I watched him when he went to Brussels on the NATO thing.
Nationwide Auto Finance wants to thank you. We are moving tons of vehicles and always restocking our inventory. Come see our cars, trucks, and SUVs, models as new as 2016 and miles as low as 20,000. Bring us your trade-in. Drag it, push it, pull it. We don't care how you get it here. We need your old vehicle, and you need a new one. For 20 years, we've been your buy here, pay here dealer, and we still are. Lenders are waiting to approve you. Bring us your trade-in. Bring us your valid license, latest pay stub, and down payment, and we will get you in a vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Welcome back one final time, 419. Thank you so much for joining us all morning. I have been Andre Savage, and I will try to continue to be after this. Sandy Eisenberg has been here all morning. Wow. And the incomparable, we will not call him lovely, Steve Remy. Wow. Because he wanted that. But again, final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Got to get out of here real quick. And Patrick has been a stickler about this time.
He is.
He's a really tyrant sort of director.
His feathers are ruffled, it's safe to
Yeah,
say.
so let's hurry it up. Steve, what's going on? Steve, how's your mom too?
Mom's doing great. A lot of you, I appreciate all your well wishes, but she's doing great. She's in rehab right now. But I want to take this time to extend our family and everyone's thankfulness on the care she received at Toledo Hospital, Zomedica. Excellent job. The people and the staff at Adult ICU were impeccable. They were kind. They were accommodating. So I just want to mention, that's not a cut on Mercy System or UTMC.
Sure.
I'm just talking about the care that
What
they
you
took
think
toward my
your
mom.
family's
Your family.
experience. That's great.
Awesome
I'm
job.
happy that she's doing so much
Yes,
better.
yes.
Yes, and my only thoughts are everybody should be nice to each other and try to get along and, move forward.
Going forward like
And
this.
pray a lot.
She won't pray about this. She has a medal, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Santiago left this for her during the break. You won't say anything about that.
Wow.
We
It's very
love him.
strange. We told you Sandy was too excited about her coming here.
I
But
just love him.
before we
My
go,
God.
make sure you get excited about this. I thought I would get an opportunity without this preemption next week. Don't forget, again, we're preempted next week, next couple with NBC 24. So we will see you all again on August 5th. So with that, the fight will have happened by then. Robert Easter will be the unified lightweight champ, not just the IBF. Oh, no. He'll be the WBC champ as well. So again, they say it's legal in Delaware. The Supreme Court has given you permission.
Yes.
Put your money on Bunny. So I just want to say that in closing. And with
Bunny
that,
on Bunny. Yes.
last
That's
week,
not
as we
funny.
mentioned, fireworks, Promenade Park, the Toledo Symphony Orchestra.
Oh,
they got
yes.
down. Here are some of the sounds. We'll see you next time.
Symphony's great.